Check out this story. There's a twofold story here. AOC is a hypocrite and a liar. We got this from timcast.com. Ethics complaint filed against AOC for accepting free Met Gala ticket. AOC wore a tax the rich dress to the exclusive event. There's a lot of people I see who are like, why does anyone care about this? So dumb. But I'll tell you, this issue of AOC has the left completely fractured. And you can really see who the true leftists are when they call out AOC. There is a hardcore communist cartoon avatar Twitter account that won't shut up and hates everybody and calls everybody Nazis. Won't stop ragging on AOC for being a limousine liberal, for being a villain in the Hunger Games. And I'm like, I think these people genuinely are communists when they say that stuff, and they call out AOC for being a capitalist corporate shill who's going to a Met Gala $35,000 event. And then you get high-profile leftists who are like, I think it's good she did it. You know, and they're posting this meme. You know that meme where the guy's like, I think we should improve society somewhat. And then the guy pops out of the well like, yeah, you live in society. I'm very intelligent. It's like, yo, saying that we should improve. I love that comic because whenever someone posts it, you know that they're not smart. Because saying something like, I think it's bad that, you know, people at Foxconn Labs are, you know, killing themselves or have been. And then that was the gist of like the argument that, you know, people on the right were like, oh, these leftists are protesting this stuff, but they're using iPhones. Yes. When you buy the iPhone, you are quite literally voting with your dollars for those companies to continue those horrible conditions. You are allowed to participate in society, and you have an option. You buy an Android phone. You can check into where it's made, and maybe it's got parts from Foxconn, or you can try and get a phone that's made somewhere else. Hope that it's not. So AOC is getting an ethics complaint. And here's the big issue. Here's why I think everyone should be calling this out. She received a gift of $35,000. Now, I made the argument, man, I got allergies. I made the argument that it could be considered consideration for an appearance. Come on, getting that high profile progressive 12 million followers. They give her a free ticket. That gives them tremendous value. Look at the buzz around the Met Gala. People don't even know what the Met Gala is, and now they do because they comped a ticket for AOC and she got them press. Sounds to me like the ticket was consideration, which is legal exchange of value. In which case, she would owe taxes on that and be committing, it's an ethics violation. It might actually be a crime. Regardless, people who are in Congress cannot receive these kinds of gifts. Could you imagine? I mean, what they're doing? Go to any politician and be like, we're having a charity event. Everyone gets a free meal. You can hang out with celebrities, go on TV. It will be great for your reelection campaign. Now it costs $100,000, but don't worry, we're comping the gift to you. Yeah, that's a bribe.
Dude, I have a guy in the liminal order that used to work in the Trump administration, and during the time that he was working there, I kept saying to him, I'm like, hey man, you know, join up, I'll give you a discount. Join up, I'll give you a discount. He's like, dude, I can't. He's like, I can't take a discount.
It's a bribe?
It was a few $100, okay? And the guy refused. And the day he got out of office, he signed up.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the level of integrity that I've seen from people working in Trump administration. And then now you see AOC taking this comp for consideration for $30,000 without batting an eye.
You got Nico a little behind you being eaten by Joe Biden, mind you. That's a G Prime 85 comic. George Alexopoulos is great. And Nico Lil bought herself, was it $1 million apartment?
I thought it was $3 million, but
no, that's
that
Hassan.
was Hassan, yeah.
Yeah, so she's the tax the rich, okay boomer, Bernie shirt wearing girl who buys herself $1 million property. And Hassan is the socialist who bought himself a $3 million house. And you know, my issue with it is the first thing I'll say is congratulations. You've earned your success. You've inspired people. I don't think people aren't allowed to be rich. And I think that for the positions of many of these people, they're not overt communist tankies like seize everyone's wealth for the state. So they still believe in getting rich. But there is still this level of hypocrisy where they frequently come out in favor of authoritarians. I don't know what Nico Lil's all about. I don't think she's even political for the most part. But like Hassan, for instance, frequently comes out on the side of authoritarianism and then buys himself a massive property. And I'm like, I'm not going to believe you're actually a leftist if you just say things and then do things that are contradictory to your beliefs. AOC accepting a $35,000 gift. And then what does she say? I wanted to show a working class woman of color, you know, bring in the protest to them. And I'm like, dude, you're there smiling and laughing and like hanging out with these billionaires and celebrities.
The protest would have been, I'm not going, screw you, I'm out front,
Yep.
Tax the rich.
Yep.
All the rich are inside, y'all. We should be taxing all of them. If she really wanted to protest, she should have been standing on the red carpet, and as everyone walked by, she should throw red paint on them and be like, tax the rich,
Well,
tax the rich, tax the rich.
Not throw red paint on them.
Fine, but you know what I'm saying.
But she could have said, she could have stood outside, got a camera, and said, I was invited to this event. They expected me to accept consideration of $35,000 to come to their fancy event. While I think it's fine, people are allowed to have these events, I said, no, I won't take your bribe, tax the rich. And now we're going to be out. She didn't do that. She went inside, she had her meal, and she had a staff member carrying her dress for her. Ethics violation.
100%.
Now, is anything going to happen to her for this?
Probably not.
She probably got like 1 million Twitter followers for it or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that's right.
She knows.
This is-
She's one of the people that knows that politics is downstream. She said knows People Magazine is where it's at, not Politico.
The country is. Oh, you mentioned it earlier. The Republic's gone.
Gone.